Dr. Kodi Roberts, an assistant professor of history at LSU, came to Hammond here. We're at the library as part of the Black History Month program of a documentary every Wednesday and Thursday night on the civil rights movement. And, you know, those of us who grew up in that period, we have memories, we've all heard stories, we've all read books about this period. But what are some of the things that you want to remind us of, things that maybe we have lost along the way about our history?
I think more than reminding people about specific facts about the civil rights movement is more to talk about the relevance of the movement, not only for our past, but our present and our future. I like to approach history as a way to look for solutions to modern problems. So if we look back at the way civil rights activists and the local and federal governments dealt with the issues during the civil rights era, I think we can learn a lot about how to solve modern problems.
Well, to say the least, we in Louisiana are dealing with the aftermath today.
I think everywhere. It'd be nice if it was isolated to a small locale, to one state or one area, but I think we're all still dealing with issues that were relevant in the civil rights era, and for better or for worse, are still relevant now.
When you think about the violence that we had, the civil disobedience, just the whole story, and so much of it played out right here. I mean, it's an amazing story. Now it seems like another planet in some cases when you read about it.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing that we can't imagine that kind of violence and that kind of civil disarray now. By the same token, we don't want to forget how bad things can get if you travel down the wrong road in terms of civil rights and human rights and those kinds of issues.
Today we're seeing worse income inequality in America than we had in the 50s and 60s. And we're certainly seeing technology means we're losing a lot of our freedoms along the way. Do you think then that maybe there are some lessons we can apply?
I hope we can apply them. I think there are definitely lessons to be learned, and I don't think the specifics are as important as much as the mechanisms that we use to deal with those problems. Coming together in large groups, large diverse groups, to make the state aware of problems that we have and things that we're unhappy with, and then the state meeting the demands of the people.
Look, I mean, let's be honest. Do you get discouraged that the new Beyonce album is so much more popular than Black History Month? I mean, you're a historian, but do you get discouraged that if Jay-Z does a commercial, people are going to be more interested in that than they are in recounting the history of the 60s?
I try not to get discouraged. Pop culture is fine, and I think you wanna turn the people who look like your competition into your friends. So maybe we can get Jay-Z to plug some Black history.
So here we are at the library, and it just occurs to me, it's hard to inculcate a love of history in kids. Mm-hmm. We try, but it's hard.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I deal mostly with with young adults, with 19 to 22-year-olds at LSU. But I find by the time they get to me, they're actually pretty interested. And I don't know if that's because in their adolescent years, there's been a dearth of material available. But I think we don't give young people enough credit. I think they're more interested than we think that they are. They just don't know about what's out there. So our job is to expose them.
You know, in good conscience, I can't ask the question, how can you get more information about Black History Month? Because it's all around us. It's here at the library. It's on the internet. It's on TV. Certainly, if a person wants to learn more, it's never been easier.
Yeah, it's accessibility because of internet resources and things like that is great. But the internet is vast, and it can be really discouraging if you don't know what you're looking for. So it's good to have folks, librarians or history teachers at school or professors at the university that you can go to guide you towards the right material.
Well, give us a hint on what you're going to say tonight in the lecture.
Mostly I want to talk about the virtue of the abolitionist movement and the politics, the complexity of the politics leading into the Civil War. We think about these things as kind of a foregone conclusion now, but it's very complicated and very contested at the time. And again, I think if we look at some of the disarray now in politics, maybe it gives us some hope that there are ways out of that.
I think about how Abe Lincoln supposedly didn't get a single vote in Louisiana in the 1860 election, and Barack Obama got fewer white votes in Louisiana than any other state. Sometimes I wonder, Is it 1860 or 2000 and something?
Well, I think we've made plenty of progress. I think Abe Lincoln and Barack Obama, there's a great distance there, and the fact that we're even talking about Barack Obama means that we've moved pretty far.